Hi, my name is Louise Ewing. I'm a career counselor at the University Advising and Career Center. A great way to learn about what you can do with your major, what kinds of careers are out there, and what kinds of industries you might be interested in looking into is by talking to people who are out there doing the work. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the 3 steps of informational interviewing: the preparation, the actual interview, and what you need to do to follow up. Okay, so the first step is preparing for your informational interview. And the first thing you want to do is figure out, well, what are you interested in? What are the skills that you would like to use in a career? Are there dream careers that you've always wanted to look at? Are there companies that you've always wanted to work for? If you're not even sure about that, but you know you love to write, or you would like to get a career in the field of sustainability, or maybe you want to work with animals, that's fine too. Just kind of starting with what are your interests. So the second step is finding the people that you want to talk to. And a lot of times I think students stop at this point because they think, I don't have anyone in my network. But you'd actually be surprised at who you know. You might want to start with coming up with a list of people that you already know, and that can be family, friends, professors, employers, advisors, people you know through groups that you're a member of. And you might want to start putting out the word to everyone saying, I'm really interested in a career that uses my writing skills. If you know anyone who does that kind of work, could you put me in touch with them? Facebook is a great resource for just putting the word out to everyone you know. In addition to your own connections, if you don't have a LinkedIn profile, this would be a great time to develop one. So then the next step is contacting people. It's important that you take a moment to really sit down and come up with a 15 to 30 second introduction that identifies who you are, what you're interested in, why you're reaching out to that person, and how you're hoping they can be helpful. You then want to also come up with a list of questions. What do you want to know? What is your goal and purpose for that informational interview? What do you want to get out of it? And what are the questions that will help you with that? Then contact the person through email or phone. Ask for a 20 to 30 minute interview, either on the phone or in person, and make sure you schedule that at a time that's convenient for the person that you're talking to. They're doing you a favor and you want to make sure that it's helpful to them. If they say no, it's okay, don't worry about it. Thank them for their time and just move on to the next person. Okay, so the next step is conducting the interview. And this is a lot like a job interview. You want to dress professionally. You want to show up about 5 to 10 minutes early, and you want to be prepared to have a conversation with this person. What's different from doing a job interview is you're the person conducting this conversation. You're asking the questions, you're directing where this conversation is going, and it's the other person who's doing most of the talking. It's okay, and actually it's encouraged to take notes. You want it, this person's giving you a lot of helpful information. You want to make sure that you've got it. It's also okay to ask the person if he or she knows of people that would be good for you to talk to, so you're once again beginning to expand your network. What's not okay is to go into this interview and ask the person for a job or an internship. The point of this is to get advice and guidance and not to ask for a job or an internship. It's also useful to ask that person if you can stay in touch with them and follow up, but respect their boundaries. If they say they only have 20 to 30 minutes to talk to you, don't overstay your welcome. Do it within the time frame they've given you. Okay, so the last stage is follow-up. Right after the interview, sit down, take a moment to think about what you've learned, what your impressions were, how that information ties in with your skills and interests, and also new questions that you might have. The next thing, and this is essential, is whenever you talk to someone, meet with someone, make sure within 24 hours you send them a thank you note.